Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for Wednesday, October 8th, 2014. I'm astrologer David Palmer, the Leo King, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Eclipse season is officially here with the lunar eclipse that is kicking off today. So for $4.99, you can get my October 2014 webinar, a 1-hour presentation that goes into the whole entire month. Get it now at inclusiveastrology.com. And yes, the big lunar eclipse happening in the sign of Libra and Aries. Very powerful signs, very different contrasts. We've got Aries, the sign of war, self, independent self, right? It's all about what I want, my needs. You know, it's all about looking at our own identification as well, because Aries is about identification, your name, your head, right? Because this is what you look like. We can't tell somebody by, you know, just looking at a foot. You know, there's the need of knowing to look at somebody's head. And that's what Aries rules. So when you have a full moon here, this is emotionally lighting up. And with the planet Uranus in Aries, lighting up the new looks, the new ways to look at the identification of who you are, what you represent, what you want in your life, as it opposes the Sun in Libra with Venus right there, which is about relationships, about looking at your values, about looking, more importantly, at what you mirror, you know, what you connect with. And are you connecting with the right energy that's based off who you really are? This is where we are at the big battle of. And you know what? This is a time with a big square to Pluto, as we have a big T-square formed in the middle of this powerful eclipse with Pluto and Capricorn. Is your destiny aligning with the right people? And are you in the right alignment with your destiny? Like, it really is complicated. But you can make it simple. This is a time with this lighting up in your life where it's time to go to the next round. So you've got to have the right people on the team. You've got to know with what you want. You've got to be connected with that destiny. But if you look at the chart even more deep, we've got this grand trine of fire. Mars trining Jupiter, trining Uranus. Mars in Sagittarius, ready to go and explore and take us on these big, powerful journeys. And Jupiter in Leo, about our heart, opening up our passion, opening up our love. Uranus in Aries, looking at that self, that independence, that uniqueness. So it's like we want the freedom to go with what we want. This can also highlight freedom that you might want in a relationship. But this is a time where the universe is ready to blast open the doors in your life with new directions, new roads. And to me, this is just the powerful, you know, time to get everything together as you're ready to move into all these big things. We've got a Mercury retrograde happening in Scorpio, which is looking to find all the depth, to understand all these deep things, to expose a lot. And I guarantee you've really started to go underneath things recently and starting to reveal, like, what is this? Who is this? What is that? Like, I mean, you can ask, all the questions are really starting to reveal what's underneath in people, in certain aspects. You know, there's no fakeness that's able to really kind of make it through this period, especially in people. That's Aries, which is that identity, that self. But there's Uranus, which will really show you the weird ways that ego works, show you the weird ways people identify with themselves. And there's that Venus in Libra, which is wanting to connect, but is coming into a hard square with Pluto, with like, is it really in your destiny to be with this person or to connect with this energy? And this doesn't have to just be people. This could be anything that deals with yourself and where it connects. So this is just really extreme, because if you now add even more to the astrology, the Sun sextiles Jupiter, it sextiles over to Mars, and it creates this kite. It's time to fly, and it's not easy. Kites are hard because there's a huge opposition. You know, there's a need for us to identify with what we want, to know with who we are, and to make sure we're connecting with that goes with that goes with who we are, that goes with what we want. And if it's not all in alignment right, it's almost like the universe is going to, like, that Pluto and Capricorn is going to bust it out. And so this can be kind of hard, because there might be a loss, there might be a let go, there might be a you know, a redirection shift here. But the power in this is you're going with what you know you want. The universe is taking you where you need to go. And trust in that. And we haven't been talking about it, but Neptune is in Pisces. And learn to surrender to where Spirit's taking you. Learn to accept it. As Venus squares Pluto here, this is definitely the intensity in the middle of this full moon eclipse and dealing with relationships and self, that there's gonna be changes in partnerships. And that's what happens sometimes. It happens. Changes happen in relationships. Changes happen in our values and what we feel that we're creating or manifesting. We need to align this within our truth, with what we know who we really are. So this can also make you feel just like you're being stretched everywhere. And you know, this is a time to trust that we're being stretched to be put in the right place. And to really let this excitement take us on this journey, as I feel like this is our tickets and who's on board with us, you know? The card of the day is, and I brought it back, I got so many people wanting it. Oh my gosh. And I swear on my life that I just pulled this now. The Wheel of Fortune upright. And to me, this is destiny hitting us today. And what it's all supposed to happen. This is the most destined card in the deck. That, you know what? You have to ride the wheel. The universe is going to take you on a wild spin ride, and it's going to take you there. And even though I feel like I've given all the information, I still don't feel like I've given it to you fully for some reason still. I'm trying to find that one line that'll just really describe all this right now. But I think the best is that everything in your life is here, ready to go. And this is just exposing everything that connects with it. Make sure that you've got everything ready. And this is just a party, really, in my opinion, that could be found if you're ready to open up to where the universe has brought it all to today. And to accept this, as this is the way that we're approaching this next round in our life. And it's quite exciting, whatever that means in your world. And to accept that. And to be ready to really find that harmony in what's been brought with you today. Check out my website, inclusiveastrology.com. If you have any questions or if you want to have a one-on-one reading, thank you so much for all your support. And I will see you guys tomorrow.